Hello and welcome. Rahul, you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel Agma Talks. So, and if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself motivated and updated, you can pull off, anything in your life. Because opportunity comes to those who are always ready to grab it. You have to be ready, you have to be cunning in order to find opportunities, in order to avail the opportunities, because it is important and imperative that in this mad scramble, the world is always craving money, and if you want to survive in this world, you have to have a better keen sense to clinch the opportunity. Otherwise, in this mad scramble, as we have conditioned the world in financial well-being, if you have financial worth, then only you will be regarded as a better personality. Otherwise, whatever capable you are, you're not going to resonate in people's mind as previously it was happening in Gautam Buddha is or in Mahavira is. Now the ways has been changed. If you want to make an impact, if you want to really stand as a distinguished personality, you should have money, you should have worth, you should have a standard, and that standard everybody is taking care of their standard, their livelihood, their lively standard. So they are working on themselves, they are trying to acquire new positions, and for that we have to keep ourselves motivated and updated. Along with that, if we are honing our skills, if we are working on ourselves each and every day relentlessly, then only we can update and we can acquire new things in our life. And that is why I also preach that each and every time, that you should not get behind, rather you think that how to be ahead in life. I just want to talk about opportunities today. Where do you want to go, in the job field? Especially I will be talking about career opportunities. What kind of career you want to pursue? If you are, if you will talk about government jobs or private jobs, which is better for you? If you are really from a middle class or lower middle class, you will certainly focus on government job, because you didn't have such kind of opportunity to afford better educations. You haven't been through higher educations like MBAs and other high qualified degrees. So what happens? You come through general graduation background, simple, BSc, Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts that you have done, or a little bit of technical knowledge that you grab, in terms of, summer opportunities or whatever you get, in your back end time, you do that, and you get a little bit of certification and you try to acquire a job. Many people are doing that. They go through such kind of difficulties in life that they want to achieve at least a respectable job where they can survive, or they can have opportunity to make a livelihood. They get better opportunity when they clinch a job, as an officer in any kind of government services, or in banks, or in SSCs, or in any avenues. Or if you are a little bit more targeting your, you can target civil jobs, like IAS and IPS administrative jobs, and these are a little bit respectable jobs. IAS is really more respectable, I can say that, but seats are limited, and all the masses that they are looking towards that. So I will see that most of the government bodies that they have been formed, they come through middle background, lower middle class or from middle class. If you talk about higher class, they just think of something different. Yeah, if you will be in a government job, you may get a little remote area where there will not be more resources or any opportunity to enhance your knowledge. You will be confined to a little place where you will be doing a daily job like a tailor, or what I say, a little responsibility you have been given to assign certain tasks, and your world will end there. You will be in that day environment. But if you are really from high class family, what will happen? You will pursue MBA, and you will see from a broader perspective how the big firms work, how big businesses work, and that is what gives you another opportunity. You will be living in metro class cities, and you will be living in high class societies, and that will be the different world for you, where opportunities and everything will unfold. But the same thing is that, if you have that kind of standard, that kind of affordability, then only you can afford there, you know. But I would like to tell you, don't think that government job is everything, you know. Even especially middle class families are much more in our Indian societies, and that is why they think of government job. I would like to tell you that if you have a little bit of affordness, you know, financial foundation, you just afford a better opportunity, especially go for MBAs, you know. You'll have multitude of opportunities. You won't even think that you know, better things will come in your life, because I'm telling you, opportunities are much more. You think that government job is better, but I'm telling you, each and every person in government job, even who are at assistant general manager or general manager, whatever you think, at that pay rank, even they don't have much more expertise, open world. They are confined to rules and regulations, and they don't have liberty to have creative thoughts. They can't just project their thoughts. They can't have such kind of, you know, decision making ability that they can take decisions on their own, unless and until a very, you know, uh, open space is given to them, which is not in case of, you know, government industries or PSUs, you know, which is controlled by government. You know, public funds are there, so there are rules and regulations, and you will be abiding that. And much more, the people who are going there at JM level or ED level, what happens, they are going through the middle class, you know. They have narrow mindset, they have the same mindset, you know, and that is why when they develop a little bit of knowledge they gain, but most of them, you know, they don't have much more creativity. But when you will start from having experience, you know, from high class societies like IIMs, you know, like better market, you know, MBAs, tycoons, that they provide better understanding. And once you'll explore all the investment opportunities, you know, and all kind of opportunities that you will try to undergo through, I'm telling you, you know, if you go through any kind of management, you know, degree or MBA degree, what happens, what kind of opportunity do you have? There are many opportunities. If you go through financial educations, you will see that you'll have multitude of opportunities, and that door will open in a different way. You can do, you know, financial advisory. You can have skills to develop financial modelings, and what will happen, its implications will be a lot. You won't even think that, you know, it will give you a better opportunity, because job is job. You will get experience from there. Thereafter you can create your own venture. What kind of job and what kind of knowledge you can get if you have MBA degree, you know. I'm just trying to tell you, you know, suppose you have financial modeling skills, you can be given opportunity of investment banking, where you can take care of capital management, where you can take care of mergers and acquisitions, you know. All these opportunity will be open to you. Capital finance, you know, you will be able to take after debt management, how to issue debts, their bonds, you know, debentures, how to plan their company, how to do their financial modeling, you know. Even you can look after the equity markets, you know, how to issue equity, how to raise capital through equities, you know. So these are the avenues where you can invest your time and can get experience from. You know, thereafter you will have opportunity to give financial advisories, you know, hedge fund management, investment banking, have a lot of experience that you can get. It is not, you know, can be seen in one word, because opportunities are a lot, you know. And, you know, venture investing, you know, that is also can be provided to you. You can look after new businesses, you know, how to invest funds in that very business, how to grow that very business and take portion of that very business, you know, how to take care of new businesses, how to start acquisition, mergers, you know. So looking after financial modeling will give you a depth, you know, how to run the whole industry. You will have knowledge of that, and you can start on your own new business altogether. So big businesses, if you handle, you will have opportunity to look beyond, you know. Even they're getting a lot of opportunity in real estates, you know, their project management, their analysis, financial analysis they are doing on big projects, you know. So they are getting everywhere jobs, even in telecommunication, e-commerce, you know, e-commerce and online businesses. where they are taking care of product management, they are taking care of their operations, e-commerce businesses. Thereafter, not only e-commerce, if you want to see FMCGs, fast moving consumer goods, there they can take care of product management always, they can take care of their sales and marketings. So these are the avenues where you will have opportunities to gain experience. I'm not telling you for a job perspective. Yeah, job perspective is really good, but job perspective beyond that, if you want to create your own venture, you should have these knowledge, you should have these experience. And once you will have guts to take risk, if you will do FRM, it is a certificate which is provided by GARP, so financial risk management, almost the same opportunities you will get after doing that certifications. So they are also, they tell you how to do financial modeling, how to take care of risk, about big businesses. So all these things, all knowledge you'll get there, and you'll be having a lot of opportunities. So I'm not telling you to go through little colleges, try to gain bookish knowledge that will help you. Practical and pragmatic applications, new ventures, new avenues where they will give you experience of all these things. If you will go through elite institutions, then only you can do that. Across India, better Harvard University and Oxford University, there you're getting placed there. Especially I'm talking about good brains who have capabilities or who have been given financial standard by their families. If their family can support, explore your world, you will have multitude of opportunities. I'm not defined. See, everyone's life is different. Even if you will have any kind of pride, and if it is becoming arrogance, then think of you. Nothing is your own thing. Everything is bestowed upon you by the universe. The nature gives you your body. When you are born very little. After everything, you accumulate the masses. Your bones grow because you consume foods here, the crops that have been cultivated here on this earth. Only one thing is your own, which is intrinsic, that is called soul. Your own soul, which takes experience in every different forms along with you. And if you have good experience, your soul will grow. But if you understand that you end up at lower frequencies, lower dimensions, a lot of scramble is there, a lot of dampening forces are working, which can pull your leg all the time. You won't even understand that what kind of fabrication and what is going on in the spiritual level, because only one thing that is your own is your soul. And the devil that is working tirelessly, relentlessly, that wants to confine that soul into little form, deform that form, confiscate that form, that you won't be able to, create any kind of hassles in his way or in his dominion that he wants to overrule. That is what the matrix want to confine you, especially the ones who are especially igniting that fire, igniting their soul to become mammoth. Spiritual world is even better. But so does physical reality. If you want to grow in your physical world, you have to have financial well-being. And most prime target is of there is stop your financial well-being. Stop ascending and acquiring all those financial values that you can have. And there they attack. So if you want to go out of the matrix, if you want to really go out of the clutch of the matrix, it is important and essential that you make a lot of money. Think differently, think how to have much more experience, how to have much more knowledge, how to gain really excellencies in certain fields that can prevail on your mind, on your body, on your spirit. If you have exclusive experience, then only you can do all these things. I'm not denying the fact that if you have a little bit of job, you can secure at least your better future, because you can sustain. Yeah, sustaining is better. But if your life craves more, if your soul craves more, if you want to become bigger, you have to have vision, you have to have goals, you have to have dreams, and that can pave the reality for you. Thank you for listening to me.